back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa, and today I am in Denver, Colorado, and I have got a fabulous, cozy, vegan winter soup recipe for you, which I have been making nonstop. I've honestly had this soup 4 days in a row. It is so delicious, and I know that you guys are going to love it. So I'm gonna show you how to make green coconut curry lentil soup, and the full recipe is already up on my blog, so if you're interested in making it, you can find the link right down below. And before we dive in, if you are not yet part of our community here on YouTube, tap the red button that is right below this video that says subscribe. And just so you know, I am kind of getting back into the swing of things now that we are home from our trip. We are not yet settled in our new home yet. I have a life update video coming for you, but it's gonna take me a little bit of time to ramp my video strategy back up. I gotta do some filming, but today and the next video are just gonna be single recipe videos for now, but don't worry, I have a lot in store for you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. To start this recipe, we're gonna add some olive oil. You could also use coconut oil into your stock pan or saucepan. And we're gonna add some onion as well as some garlic to that pan. You're gonna give that a quick saute until the onion and garlic start to soften and start to get really fragrant. From there, we're gonna add in some cauliflower, just some chopped white cauliflower, some sweet potato. I'm using Japanese here, but I actually think it looks prettier with orange sweet potato, and some eggplant. And again, we're going to saute this until the vegetables start to get a little bit brown. And one of the things that you'll see in today's post that goes along with this recipe is that the vegetables are totally interchangeable, so you could absolutely swap whatever you have on hand in and out. You're just going to want to make sure that you use similar proportions to that of what the recipe calls for. That way you have the right amount of liquid. So once we've sauteed the vegetables for a little while, we're going to add in some fresh ginger as well as some freshly grated turmeric. And if you don't have this on hand, you can absolutely use ground. The information is in the post as well. To that, we're also going to add in some salt and some pepper, and again, we'll saute just to get those spices combined with the vegetables and helps get everything more flavorful. From there, we are going to add in our dried lentils, and I give it a quick saute. It doesn't really matter, you could do this or not. But if you do choose to do that, just saute it for another 1 to 2 minutes. And then we will add in our green curry paste. I just buy this from the store. I'll link the one that I have down in the description box for you so you can check it out, but it's the easiest way to get green curry flavor. I do like to saute the green curry powder or kind of stir it together into the veggies so that it gets a little bit more evenly combined once we add the liquid. Again, this step is optional, so up to you which way you choose. Once everything is combined and you're ready for the liquid, we are going to add in 2 cans of coconut milk. To make this recipe a little bit lighter, I used 1 can of full fat and 1 can of light. You could also just do 2 cans of light or 2 cans of full fat. It's up to you. We're also going to add in some water, or you could also use vegetable broth if you wanted to add even more flavor, and stir it together. And finally, we're just going to bring this to a boil. And once it's boiling, we'll turn it down to simmer, cover it, and cook it for about 30 to 35 minutes until the lentils are soft and all the vegetables are soft as well. I recommend tasting at this point just to make sure everything is done, because we have one more step to go and then we are going to serve it. So if it tastes good to you, go ahead and follow this next step. If not, adjust your seasonings or cook it for a little bit longer. Our final step is to stir in greens. You guys know I love stirring greens into my soups. Today I used some purple kale, but I also really, really love spinach in this recipe. Spinach and lentils just go so well together. I have so many recipes that use those 2 ingredients together. So that's probably what I would recommend, but kale absolutely works, as would collards or chard. Basically whatever sort of dark leafy greens you have on hand you can use. And I like to do about 2 cups, maybe 3 into the recipe. Just use whatever you have. I don't think you can go overboard with the greens personally. And all you'll do is just stir the greens directly into the pot, and because the soup is so hot, it should just wilt them down pretty quickly. And it should take maybe 30 seconds or so until they're nice and wilted. And that's pretty much it. Then we will just serve it up. So scoop yourself a giant bowl of this delicious soup. I top it with something spicy, usually sriracha, maybe jalapenos, maybe just pepper flakes. I also love adding a dollop of coconut yogurt or a drizzle of coconut milk just to kind of give it extra creaminess, and I love the cooling effect of it. But otherwise, you guys can just enjoy this as is. And if you do want to store it or keep it in the fridge/freezer, just make sure that you let it cool completely before you put it into your containers. And there you have it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this delicious coconut curry lentil soup. It is so creamy, it is so flavorful, and it's also really great for meal prep. It freezes really well, and it can be easily made on a weeknight because it takes about 40-ish minutes to make. This, like I said, also makes great leftovers. I've been having it for lunch every single day since I made it. I served it to my boyfriend's family and they all loved it. So it's definitely a crowd pleaser, and I hope you guys give it a try. If you do want to make it, the recipe is up on the blog. Like I said, I've linked that right down in the description box for you. And if you did enjoy this recipe, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe before you go. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.